Hello, this is Dr. Daniel Van Ingen. Welcome to the Dr. Van Ingen Clinical Psychology and Parenting Show. Today I want to encourage families, parents, to stop pathologizing childhood, okay? And I want to present a 5-step problem-solving strategy that parents can implement in their family. But first, I want to talk about pathologizing childhood. It's done all the time. Oh, that's my child's ADHD. He just has a difficult time sitting still. He has a difficult time concentrating because of his ADHD. Or let's say a parent gets home and the other parent says, well, he is just so oppositional, okay? He is such a defiant kid. Or that our kid is just so emotional, just such a bipolar kid, right? That kid is, not only is he oppositional, but he is so attention seeking, right? Our kid is so attention seeking. He's just looking to be the class clown. He's so attention seeking, and he isn't concerned about our family having a proper dinner, a healthy family dinner. Instead, he's just trying to make everyone laugh, be disruptive, and then he doesn't follow directions, right? So he's so oppositional. All of these things are pathologizing childhood. All of these are problematic. And look, there's a time for categorical or interpretations. But when we say these kinds of things as parents, it helps us to cope, okay? It helps us maybe to conceptualize a child's behavior. But look, it does not help a child encode information, process information in order to specifically address their problem. So instead of saying, oh, he's so oppositional, be very specific. The goal is specific behavior, specifying exactly what happened when he continued to flip the fork, when he continued to throw Jell-O at the table, or when he continued to talk back. Instead of just saying, oh, that's just his ADHD setting in, all right, and he's so oppositional, I've had it. No, instead, we specifically address the problem. In our family, we don't talk back to a parent. We're gonna try it again, all right? And you can do a redo, okay? That's how you intervene. You specifically talk about what happened in very specific ways. That's how a child encodes and processes what's happening. Okay, so let me give you a 5-step process. Specifically, number 1, specifically talk about what happened. Okay, flip forking. I was turning away to help Louise, and I told Bob, do not flip the fork, and the fork was flipped, and it hit John in the head. I turned around when John yelled, and Bob said, look, I have my fork. He flipped his own fork. And John said, that's not true, and you don't know exactly what happened, okay? But it was right after you told Bob not to throw the fork. Specifically talk about what happened. Number 2, communicate expectations with your child. There's no flip forking at family dinner. We keep our space, right? And you walk through the steps of what is expected with your child. Number 3, you problem solve with the child about what they should do in that situation with the teacher. What choices did they make when the teacher was asking her for extra help? What choices could you make in that situation? You want to take time to talk about what choices they could make in that situation. Number 4, how to cope when you feel upset. What are some things that you can do when you're upset? We want to take time to, when you get upset, what could you do rather than slam the door? What could you do when you get upset? If you need a timeout, I need a timeout. Right? And number 5, consider alternative choices when you're in that situation again. When it feels like the kids are laughing at you, what are alternative situations If that happens again, what will be your choices? What we want to do is help kids see that their behavior is a choice. What will you do? See, when we go into our coping strategies, which is pathologizing childhood, they're so oppositional, they're so ADHD, they're so bipolar. All of these conceptualizations, all of these interpretations of their thought patterns, behaviors, their nonsense, it doesn't help kids to see that their behavior is a choice. We want to help kids see that their behavior is a choice. Okay, specifically talk about what happened. Communicate expectations with your child. Problem solve with the child about what would they do in that situation. What choices could they make in that situation? Number 4, how to cope when they feel upset. What are some choices? What are some things you can do when you get upset? So there we're addressing the feelings. And number 5, consider alternative choices when you're in that situation again. So there you have it, a 5-step problem-solving strategy. Let's move towards helping children see that their behavior is a choice, and let's move away from using our conceptualizations and instead be very specific. So our focus is on kids, not us. This is Dr. Vanningen. Thank you for tuning in to the Dr. Vanningen Clinical Psychology and Parenting Show.